Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Kalen, and today we're going to be going on with Glory Hounds, getting into issue 2. I did a little update on my setup, so let me know if it sounds better or worse. Hopefully better. It's been a little bit. Since November, and I was very busy, so I haven't had a chance to record anything for a little bit, but happy to get back into it. Yeah. Let's go. I'm gonna try not to kill my voice with the pirate voices this time. Immediately. Issue 2. A Whale of a Tale. Somewhere underwater. This is why I said immediately. Well, if it isn't the catch of the day, come swimming home at last. Not like you to have a dirty uniform, Ishmael. What gives? Had a rough go of it out on the 7 seas. Don't give me your... cease your blathering, you big ball of feathers. Tisk. I blather 'cause I care, me hearty. You had us all worried, truly. Even the captain. Course, then we took on a gander on the news. The bloody news? Do you mean to say the captain knows? I personally understand why you'd be away for a couple days after, of course. Running from the law ought to be quite difficult on those stubby little legs of yours. Why, you... But breaking our code of honor in the first place, Monsieur. That'd be breaking his old heart. Why don't ye quit poking your beak in places that don't belong before I pluck your feathers out one by one and stuff them in a pillow? And just how ye be making funny squiggly sounds. Oi! Touch my feathers and you'll be sorry, fish breath. Asshole! Dunce! Landlubber! Squaw! You did not just say that! I'll have your head on a pike, you hear? Shut your bakes, both of yez. Boss! Ahem. Dearest Captain, whatever do you need? Ishmael, me laddie. I thought I made myself very clear when I took you in. Pardon me, Captain. I still be trying to get the swearing thing under control. Old habits die hard. You're hoisting the wrong sail, boyo. Cursing be one thing, but this here crew don't take kindly to feckless, unprovoked violence, see? Holding a little old lass at gunpoint like that don't reflect too kindly on us as men of the sea. Any lesser captain would settle for no less than hanging you up by your fins or having you keel hauled. You're really in for it now, Ishmael? But seeing as this is your first jaunt o'er the great line of the Syndicate rulebook, the great Ahab's willing to let this one go. Really? Really? On one condition, lad. See, I got a grand job planned. Absolutely grand, and I need all hands on deck for this one. And seeing as the big guns are in the pillory, that unfortunately means you lot. A word of warning to the weak and weary, though. Cross Ahab again, and keel-hulling will be just the start. Thank you, Captain. You won't regret it, I swear on me heart. Don't go thanking me yet, you sorry sack of scales. We pull this one off, and every cent you earn's gonna go to fixing that little old lady's store. Until then, you'll be swabbing the poop deck. Are you kidding me? I wasn't even the one who smashed up the place. 'Twas the blasted hound and his spotted friend that did the deed. And that wouldn't have happened if you listened to me for once in your life, Sonny. Now would it? You said it, Captain. Captain, who's the new fella in the corner over there? Our ticket into the place we're fixin' to loot. What was your name again, lad? Camo, August Camo, at your service. I forget what voice I gave him. Camus? No, Camo. He's right. You be saying it wrong, Ishmael. Obviously, it's Camois. It's Camo. Why does no one get it right? Stop wagging your tongues. Get over and listen good. We got a job to do. I'm on the verge of collapsing. My bones are aching. My vision's blurry. Whether it's just because I'm... Whether it's just... Why do I keep putting just words? Whether it's because I'm just that exhausted or because my body can't take much more punishment, I don't know. But every time I hit the mat, it gets just a little comfier. Just a little harder to get back up again. Again. The bird looming over me looks none the worse for wear. Of course he doesn't. I haven't been able to hit him once after all. Even after he promised Raoul he'd go easy on me. Are you just going to lie there with mouth agape like baby bird? Give me a moment. This is life or death situation, Duskhound. Criminals are not going to wait for you to make return to flight from Dreamland. I just think I sprained. I push myself off the mat and immediately yelp in pain, falling right back down. My entire body. And you will keep doing so if you do not keep guard up. In hand-to-hand combat, paying attention to opponent is as important as punching and kicking. If you do not... He shakes his head. There are worse things than bruises. With all those With all those scars, I'm inclined to believe him. I sit up straight, panting all the while. How are you not tired yet? I'm like half your age. Body is temple. Take care of it in early stage, then in old age it will take care of you. Your body might be a temple. Mine's more of a garbage disposal. Then see me as sanitation company. You must learn discipline. I carefully weigh my options. Alright. I promise not to break any bones. I will do my very best. I get back on my feet and assume the stance he's been trying to teach me all morning. Keyword here being assume. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. Hands raised at eye level. Shoulders up, chin tucked. Legs wide, knees slightly bent. It reminds me of the boxing lessons I took as a kid. Of course, those didn't prepare me to fight a deadly bird with more battle scars than my dad's old car, but I doubt anything could. Your form is... He pauses, scrutinizing me. Adequate. Coming from him, that almost feels like praise. He takes a similar position himself. Fighting is very much like dancing. All about anticipating your partner's actions and reacting in turn. Then, when guard is down, you strike. I'm not sure I've ever seen a dance that involved, striking. Master Brevard said similar thing not long ago. Or long ago. Did you train him too? He nods. For years. He was interested in learning, dedicated. Very insistent on talking, much like you. Made funny sound when hitting Matt, much like you. He chuckles. I'm so used to him being serious at this point that it feels unnatural. Like a sound that should simply not exist. You trying to get me angry? I'm trying to make you punch instead of talking earholes off. Alright, you asked for it. Here it comes. Dusk punch! I take a swipe at his smug little face. Without skipping a beat, he catches my fist with his claw, locking it in place. I try yanking it away, but he's got a firm hold on it. God, he's strong. This man could fold me like a chair. Tell me, what went wrong? I hesitated? No, we do not announce attacks. Master Brevar may be living in Cartoon World, but we fight real criminals. So wise not to scream attack names in faces. Noted. Good. Can you let go of my hand now? He narrows his eyes. No. Pretty please? Prettiest of pleases have no effect on me. Opponent immobilizes your arm. What do you do? I throw another punch with my free hand, but that one gets snatched up by Milo as well. He wasn't even looking at it. Correction, both arms. He stares me down while I wriggle in place. He's enjoying this. Clock is ticking. Alright, fine. If he wants to play dirty, I can play dirty too. I take a deep breath, pull back my leg, and then bring my knee forward as hard as I can, right into his groin. It's like hitting a brick wall. He doesn't flinch, but he does let go. I stagger backwards. Good thinking. Ineffective, but good start. I look up at him. How did you not... What? Feel pain? Internal testicles. Species and anatomy opponent is very important. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. Not the answer I was expecting to hear. Well, at least I wasn't expecting him to be so blunt about it. What are yours? He taps his beak. Strengths? Carrion crows have sharp beak, made for tearing flesh and bone. Evolution dulled nature, but not beak. Exercise caution when aiming for head. He pauses. Would not want you to lose fingers. Whoa, morbid. Have you ever had to... No, I am not barbarian. I'll still be keeping an eye on that beak of his. I hope you were not always this easily frightened, Duskhound. Just wondering how Raoul turned out so happy-go-lucky when you're over here warning me about folks who might chop my fingers off. Master Brevard is idealist. To him, if he cannot perceive danger, it does not exist. He is lucky to be skilled and resourceful. He shakes his head wistfully. Still has much to learn about self-preservation. You have that in common. So, why aren't you his sidekick? You'd be way more helpful in a fight than I could ever hope to be. He looks away for a moment, knitting his brows. I'm expecting him to explain, but he stays silent for a few long, agonizing moments that give me the impression I just gravely offended him. I am only fit enough to teach, not fight. I think this might be a sensitive topic. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you're an excellent teacher. He focuses on me again. Despite his stern expression, There's a funny little twinkle in his eye. I am best instructor in Batavia. I will teach you everything I know. You're not allowed to die under my tutelage. I don't know whether that's a promise or a threat. In turn, I ask only one thing. Shoot. Keep Master Rivar safe where I cannot. That's what I'm here for, right? I mean it. He may be a smart inventor, but he is not brightest bulb in crayon box. I'd correct him on the idiom, but I don't want to end up on the mat again. I didn't know you two were so close. I just figured you were his butler. I am many things. Bodyguard, teacher, mixologist, legally allowed to officiate weddings. Butler is one of them. How far back do you guys go? 23 years. And it's been a hell of a ride. I hear the hiss of the automatic door shutting behind the Rottweiler as he struts into the room with the biggest of grins and a large, colorful notebook. The amount of stickers on it would make an elementary school kid jealous. Is that glitter? Oh wow, it is. A container's worth at least. Sorry I'm late. I had some work for the office to attend to. How's our new recruit doing, Milo? About as well as you did on first day of training. Youch. No broken bones as of yet, however. Well, that's good. Broken bones? It's a long story. Long story is he stubbed toe on way out of training hall. Had to spend several days in infirmary. Anyways... He waves the notebook at me. We have something very important to discuss. I could honestly use a break. For a week. Teach doesn't seem to think I've earned one yet, though. I can see Milo twitching ever so slightly from the corner of my eye. What about my training? The crow lets out a sigh. It would appear we are done for today. If the past week had been any indication, I think I'm in for another 5 consecutive hours of hearing about rules, heroic deeds. Training is important, but so is presentation. I tilt my head. Presentation? The people need more than just protectors, Spot. What they need is heroes, icons. What they need is a symbol of justice that will strike fear into the heart of every criminal in the city. I think I know where this is going. Am I getting a costume? You can't fight crime wearing slacks, Duskhound. His grin widens as he slams the notebook on the nearest flat surface. He's even more excited than he was the other day during my 5-hour orientation. I'm not getting a gimp suit, am I? I took the liberty of creating some costume designs befitting your new identity. So that's what he's been so busy with this past week. No wonder he left all the fundamentals of my new job up to Milo. Did you design your own outfit? Sure did. It's my pride and joy. Oh no. I figured that'd be more Milo's area of expertise. I can hear Milo shuffling behind us, putting away our training equipment. I look in his direction. He seems to be dreading this just as much as I am. I made some revisions for combat effectiveness, but design itself is Master Brevard's. He insisted on it. Oh no. You're not getting a carbon copy of mine. I believe a proper outfit should bring out your own unique qualities. That does nothing to ease my anxiety. Man, I can't talk today. Just keep in mind, none of these are final. You could always make a few little tweaks here and there. Thank God. Alright, show me what you've got. Raoul leans in close to me, his shoulders touching mine. He's wearing the same cologne as last week in Mrs. De Bruyn's office. Store. Jeez. He opens his notebook and starts flipping through the pages. They're all filled with colorful drawings in pencil, marker, and crayon. The first few pages seem to be filled with prototypes for weapons and gadgets. Soon enough, he gets to the fashion doodles. He's going through them pretty quickly, but they honestly don't look too bad. He's got an eye for style, at least. Now, seeing as you're new to this, I figured we'd give you plenty of protection and armor. You know, to keep you safe. That sounds good. I may survive my first field assignment after all. He lands on a page with a drawing of me wearing... I was thinking something that's more on the defensive side, while still terrifying your adversaries. That is the most over-the-top and ridiculous armor design I've ever seen. Wow. This is quite something. Right? How do you like it? Personally, I love the pauldrons. He eyes me excitedly, like a kid showing off their latest art project to a parent. And I don't want to hurt his feelings, but this isn't going to go on the fridge anytime soon. It looks pretty cool. Yeah. I like the thingies on the boots. You mean the axes? Yeah, wait, those are axes? I mean, don't you think it's maybe, you know, a bit much? He runs a paw across his chin. Suppose it might be just a tad tricky to move around in, yes. Not to worry, though. I've thought of everything. I had a feeling you might feel this way, so I took the liberty to draft a few alternate designs. Mind you, they're slightly less developed and refined. This next one has fewer bells and whistles and should let you move more freely. Whew. I was a little worried, but thankfully he's got some self-awareness. I'm sure the next one will be a lot less. A lot less. Full stop. What even is this? Now, this one doesn't have quite as much protection. How does this offer any protection? But you'll be fast and flexible enough to dodge any incoming attack. You'll be untouchable. I'll die of embarrassment before anyone gets close enough to attack. Assuming anyone would even want to come anywhere remotely near me looking like that. I'm not so sure about this man's sense of style anymore. Do you have something a little more... modest? Why, yes. In fact, this next one may be a good middle ground. I think I felt less scared when I had a pistol pointed in my face. Behold! This is... I thought instead of something flashy, perhaps something a little more traditional would suit you better. Something typically Batavian. He looks at me, a tail wagging and a big smile on his face. His eyes are twinkling like Lou's when they dig up a famous model's dirty secret. Either he's lost it or he's trying to pull some sort of prank. It is a pretty outfit, but I'll leave wearing dresses like this to Willem. I am not a maid. He looks at me a little more seriously. Maybe this one is just a little bit too ordinary. What about this is ordinary? He clears his throat. How about this one? A loose page falls out of his sketchbook. It's not me in the sketch, it's... Is this what people mean when they say fake it till you make it? Oh, how'd that get in there? He snatches the page away before I have time to take it all in. I don't think Milo was kidding when he said the boss was an idealist. Anyway, here's my final design. This one should have everything. Please, no more. I am vetoing this one myself. It's not even your outfit. This fashion crime I will not allow. This one doesn't quite hit the mark either. I'll have to go back to the drawing board. I actually have a lot of great ideas we can still try. No, this man cannot be allowed to continue. I'm putting a stop to this madness right now. Give me that. I yanked the sketchbook from my overly excited boss's hands. Rule tilts his head and cocks an eyebrow. Marker. Oh, yes. He hands me a pink one. Perfect. I flip to the nearest empty page. Clearly, I have to take matters into my own hands. Well, if you want to sketch out some of your own ideas, be my guest. Let me tell you though, fashion design is not easy. Yeah, you demonstrated that clearly enough. I think I got this. Rule gave me plenty of ideas of what not to do, but there were a few golden nuggets in some of the designs. I have some ideas. My hand moves all on its own. A little bit of this, maybe some bling over here, and I'm doing it. I'm in the zone. This is gonna be great. Moments later, and I'm pretty sure I've nailed it. Here, this should do. I hand the sketchbook to Raoul. He seems genuinely excited. Alright, let's see what you came up with. I watch him with bated breath. I knew being a vigilante was going to be a tough job, but I had no idea I'd have to avert a disaster of such magnitude this early in my career. At least everything's settled now. Or so I assume. No sooner have I let my guard down than I notice a devilish smirk stretching across Raoul's face. He turns the notebook around in his paws. I see. Perhaps we could reinforce it here. Add a splash of color there. Yeah. That should be nice and comfortable. Would he stretchy enough? Milo, a pen if you please. Milo tosses him a pen. He catches it without looking and immediately begins scribbling wildly. Are you gonna be alright? Alright, please, Spot, you're talking to a 4 times Innovator of the Year winner. My designs are the heart of this very city. A little outfit doesn't scare me. The ones I've seen so far scare me plenty. Okay then. Let me know if you need anything. Happy to, He raises a thumb, not even looking in my direction. His tail's wagging so fast I fear it might take off any second. Help. Milo folds his arms. No sense getting through to him when he is in such state as this. Inventor's frenzy. Does this kind of thing happen often? Once or twice every few months. Last year he was locked in room for 2 days. Wow, must have been important business. Trying to design robot that makes soup. Soup? Had to force lock after Master Brevard set off fire alarm. Took 3 weeks to get tomato stains out of carpet. Milo shudders, the feathers sticking out at the top of his head, bobbing left and right like a metronome. 3 sentences and this story's taken more turns than a roller coaster. He clears his throat. You fancy coffee or tea? This could take some time. I won't say no to that. I can run up and make us some. No need. I will go. Don't you want to take a break? We were at it for a while. Hell, I'm pretty winded myself. Only reason I'm asking is because I could use a change of scenery. Only thing tired is earholes from constant talking. Making coffee and tea is one of many duties as butler. I do not neglect duty. I just feel bad making you do everything, you know? I do not feel bad. Get paid plenty for it. Yeah, on the other end of the room, the screen flashes. I hear a soft ring. Milo gives a shake of his head while Raoul refuses to look up from his sketching. Suppose coffee and tea will have to wait. Yeah, what's going on? We have caller. Accept call. The screen flashes again. Hi, hello. Is this working? The video call's a little blurry. I can't really tell what I'm supposed to be looking at. Address screen, please. We cannot see you. Oh, silly me, of course. There's some more shaking before Fenna's face comes into view. Her glasses make her look 10 times bigger than they actually are from this angle. Her eyes, whatever. Well, if it isn't Mimi, your feathers are looking quite radiant today. New shampoo, perhaps? Did you just say Mimi? Oh my gosh, Mr. DeRoy is there as well. I see you found the address after all. Yeah, thanks, I did. Mimi? What is nature of call? Is Mr. Dawnhound around by any chance? It's quite unlike him not to answer my calls. He's usually so diligent about things. Milo's eyes flick to Raoul. For a moment, all we can hear is the boss's scribbling. Preoccupied. Nature of call, please. Dearest Mimi, have a heart. Life's short enough as it is. One oughtn't spend it fussing, fretting, and grumbling. You'll get wrinkles. Life is too short for frivolities as well. Nature of call. Now, I called you because we received a very strange card in the post today. Oh, I think I got that one too. Apparently there's some real estate scam going around. Were that only true? No, this one came directly from the Saltwater Syndicate. And now there's a name I hoped I wouldn't hear again. Though I suppose it was only a matter of time. She holds up a little red piece of paper, no bigger than a credit card. It has a cute little anchor drawn on it. The calling card? Yeah! I didn't see him stop sketching or move until he was standing right behind me. That seems to be the case, yes. Glad you could join us after all, Mr. Dawnhound. What's it say? She clears her throat. Ahoy, all me lily-livered mateys at Opgadoot. Batten down the hatches for the heist of your measly lives. Is this a calling card or a movie ad? The syndicate's coming for ye and yours, and ye best believe we'll be giving no quarter. All your riches will be ours for the taking, and that pretty little dress too. Pretend I did an impression. Impression is frighteningly accurate. I can't disagree there. They fit all that on a card that small? Indeed they did. Such pretty handwriting as well. Ahem. In any case, I trust you understand the predicament I found myself in now. You need someone on guard duty to prevent the item from being stolen. I'm surprised you caught all that. So quick on the uptake. Yes, that's exactly it. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly in a position to contact the authorities directly. We have a new collection on the way, and any scene caused now might be enough to convince our backers to let us go. So subtlety is name of game. I don't think you'll find any here. Not with Raoul's tight rubber suit. What are you thinking, Milo? I suggest doing plainclothes reconnaissance to ascertain threat and secure perimeter before making rash decisions. It could very well be children's prank, but we will have to be ready if situation goes south. Duskhound can go. What? Are you sure? Come on, Milo. It's just recon. Spot's got ears and eyes, doesn't he? It'll be a good opportunity to see what he's made of. If the Syndicate doesn't show up, we'll be right behind them. No. If the Syndicate does show up, we'll be right behind them. He points behind him to the drawing. I still have a project I need to get back to. Your opinion, Duskhound? My very first mission is to protect millions of euros worth of art? How exactly do I do recon? Our training didn't quite cover that. Not to worry, Mr. Duroy. It's actually quite a simple matter. All you need to do is scout around the gallery and report any suspicious activity. Keep a particularly close watch on the Money Talks gown. It is easily the single most valuable item in our collection at this time. You've already had a run-in with a member of the Saltwater Syndicate, though not a particularly gifted one, so you know what to look out for. They're not all gonna talk like pirates, are they? And if I see anything suspicious, I just report back over the radio? Precisely. We will monitor the situation and take action when needed. Avoid physical confrontation if possible. You are not ready. As much as that stings, it's probably true. If I'm just playing undercover security guard, I think I'll be okay. Wonderful. I'm sure you'll do a splendid job, Mr. Duskhound. She giggles. Is my codename that funny? All of a sudden, I wonder if I should have listened to some of Milo's suggestions after all. Oh heavens, no. It's just so very exciting. Reminds me of when I first met Mimi. Well then, I shall leave the gallery in your very capable hands. With that, she closes the call. Milo turns to me immediately. Before you go, let me give you earpiece for radio contact. He takes out a little box from one of the large cabinets and hands me a small device. It just looks like a regular earbud. It has a small switch and a big button in the middle. Turn on switch to establish radio connection. After that, simply push to talk. I put it in my ear, though I leave it off for now. If I didn't feel like a spy before, I sure as hell do now. Good luck on that mission, Duskhound. I believe in you. Raoul gives me a firm pat on the shoulder before returning to his sketchbook. I leave Milo and Raoul to their task and make my way out of the mansion. Milo was kind enough to arrange a fancy new bicycle for me, but I'm sure he just wants to get me more exercise. It's nice to have a reliable mode of transportation again, though. Shippersburg has always had amazing bike infrastructure, and biking is usually almost as fast as driving, especially during rush hour. They're dedicated bicycle highways, completely free of car traffic that connect the city center to all major districts. So jealous. The only method of transportation that's more efficient is taking the underwater trains, but I'm not made of money. I'm about to hop on my bike when I realize I'm all alone on this mission. I wonder if it'd be okay if I brought someone along. It's only recon, right? I'll look less conspicuous if I have a friend with me to check out the gallery. More importantly, it might actually steal my nerves. My mind immediately goes to Lou. For one, they love art. At the very least, they love the idea of loving art. And I'm fairly sure they're off work today. I'll give them a call. Like this? No, you're doing it all wrong. It's supposed to go the other way around. It's 25, not 52. Do you mind moving the ladder a wee bit? I can't reach the bloody thing from here. Just where are those balloons? Where did you put them last time? If I knew that, I wouldn't be bloodin' looking for them. I wouldn't be bloodin' looking for them, would I? Am I interrupting something? Sorry. Hey, Alex. We're having a little moment. Oh, is that Al? Hello, Al. Willie says hello. Hey, Lou. Do you have some free time right now? There's a little something I wanted to do, and I could use your company. What is it? It's a surprise. I hate surprises. Okay. I want to check out Optigut. Opgeduct. Oh, I'd love to. I think we're due for a break right now anyway. They lower their voice. Billy's about to throw his back out over here. I heard that. Cool. I'll meet you at the hen then. See you there. Keep saying hen, but it's Han. But Han is a mess. I knew Willem would be preparing for the anniversary, but I had no idea it'd be this much of a war zone. There's flags and empty balloons all over the place, with Lou and Willem standing together at the heart of the chaos. Hey there. Love what you've done with the place. Al, just the bloke I wanted to see. I need someone with lips to give a blow. Lips? He keeps popping the balloons. They weren't made for sharp beaks. Discrimination, I say. I see. I'd be happy to help you out later if that's okay. I already made some plans. Right. Lou did tell me you were headed somewhere. Better be someplace safe. Whole district's in a tizzy after what happened at Miss DeBruin's place. Saltwater Syndicate's been causing a whole bunch of problems lately, they have. You don't know the half of it. Yeah, but isn't it mostly big heists? Robbing an old lady doesn't seem to be their kind of thing. I'm just glad she's okay. She's the guest of honor at the party tomorrow. Guest of honor, huh? Fancy. I thought you'd put on the mother hen act and call it a day. A mother hen? Shite, I have to see if the dress still fits. He runs off into the storage room while Lou laughs. We'll be away for a bit. Alright. But if this corset rips because you wouldn't help me put it on, I'll put it on your tab. Alright, I think that's a good stop to episode 2.1. Pick up on the next one with the museum. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.